If your daddy rides his nipple sideways, come on, twist it, you motherfucker. Oh, there. Oh. Oh. Twist it, nipple, there. Oh, there. There. Oh. There. Oh, God, it's all purple. Stop twisting. Nah, twist your nipples, dinner. I twist them, dinner. I'm titty master, dinner. I twist and twist and twist. I twist them like little tea bags, dinner. Anyways, so I talked about this on Facebook, but I want to make a clip about it. I talk about a lot of shit on Facebook that I make clips about, but neither here nor there. So anyways, the saga that has been this cookie order that I made. Now, I don't even want to talk about the fact that I made the order from Walmart. They shipped it within like a day, like they should, and they were good about it. They gave it to FedEx, and of course FedEx, quote unquote, smart post. They took it from downstate New York, and they made it leave New York. They shipped it from, like, I don't know where the place is. Let's say worst case scenario is 8 hours away. Closer to New York City. Either way. Don't matter. They shipped it from my home state where it originated. They shipped it to Ohio for no reason. It spent a day and a half in Ohio. Went to Pennsylvania. It spent at least a day and a half there. I ordered it Monday. They shipped it on Tuesday. It didn't make it to Syracuse until Saturday. At which point, FedEx graciously said, you know what? We'll stop trucking it around the fucking universe. We'll just stick it in the goddamn mailbox, the regular mail, the U.S. Postal Service. And of course, this being mid-October, Monday was fucking Columbus Day. It was a fucking holiday. So my shit had to sit there until Tuesday. Whatever. Let's not even get into that little scuffle. Kerfuffle. Okay, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, I get these cookies. Now, I know about these cookies. I like these cookies. Jean had bought some of these cookies, and she took like 2 or 3 and gave me the rest. So, I bought 4 packages of them. I got them on Tuesday, and by Wednesday night, 2.5 packages were gone. Or no, 1.5 packages were gone. I just finished up the second pack earlier tonight, and I had maybe 6 today. So I ate like a pack and a half within like the first day. Okay, and that's not, normally I should feel sorry about that. I should feel guilty about that. I don't. I really don't. I mean, I've let myself go so far. Whatever. Anyways, where the problem now lies is, well, as a backstory, I don't like the cookie part. I want just the filling. Now, they're called double stuff. Well, they ain't double shit, okay? I still twist the top off them, and I put 2 together, okay? I even got cute and put 3 together, but that's neither here nor there. That's a little too much, but 2 is about right. Well, I end up with all these tops. And they're basically Oreo cookies. They don't have Oreo written on the side of them, but they're Oreo cookies. Well, I said, well, hey, my dog, she likes cookies. I'll give her the cookies. So, needless to say, she's had probably, oh shit, how many cookies could possibly be in there? I mean, you're talking at least 36 cookies. Let's say 12 each row, and there's 3 rows. Let's just say, I don't know if there's that many. There's at least 36 per bag. So she's had like, 2 times 36, whatever the fuck. I think I've maybe eaten 5 of them total. So, like, every time she goes out to her kibble, to get her dish, to get her food, there's 5 or 6 in there. I got 5 or 6 on the countertop right now waiting for her. Occasionally I'll go out and have to pee or something. I'll come back, I'll take 2 and I'll throw them on the bed for her. So she's been eating these things too, okay? Now she hasn't been eating the good part, but, whatever. Well, I don't know if it was protest or what it was, but she was sound asleep last night. Like comatose. Now, this is the fucking dog. I swear to God. House could be on fire. She's comatose. I could punch her in the face. She's comatose. She won't wake up. She's not dead. I don't mean it like that, but I mean, she won't wake up. Yeah, let me have food, and boom, like a light, she's out. And by out, I mean she's out of her sleep and up looking at me. Okay. So I hit two of them. I threw the first cookie. I mean, I threw it, like, I didn't want to throw it at her, like, like whip it at her, but I threw it close to her and it kind of bounded, because, she's laying there, and I mean, you got to picture a little dog laying there, It kind of ruffled up over her nose and landed, like, by her paws over by her stomach region. And then the second one I kind of threw off to the side. And she didn't even notice it. She was sound asleep. So I got in my chair. I kicked back. I rode the wave. I hit the little button and leaned back. I was playing Destiny or whatever the fuck I was doing on the PS4. All of a sudden, within a second, she's standing up. So she's smelt the cookie in her sleep because it hit her in the face. She didn't wake up. So she must have smelt the cookie in the sleep and woke up. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, what are you doing standing up? Because when she stands up, I get a little iffy because I don't want her peeing on the bed. Because she's done that before. Like, when she gets off the bed, she's got to pee. It's that simple. She don't get off the bed unless she's got to pee. So when she's standing up, I'm like, okay, do I have to get back up? What are we going to do here? You got to decide. Well, she starts doing this thing. She's done it before with other stuff. And I don't know what it is that she does. I don't get that. It's a dog thing, and I don't understand it. But she started rubbing her nose on stuff. Like, she'll rub her nose on it. Like, she'll take the sheet and kind of like fold the piece over, or like a piece of the blanket, and like fold it over. She wants to bury it under the blanket. Like bury it in the sand kind of deal. Now, I don't know what that's about. And I don't even think it's called. I say burying. I don't think it's a burying thing. I don't know what that is. Okay, some psychological dog thing, and I don't get it. Well, she started doing that, and within seconds. Now, keep in mind, she got up. I saw her out of the corner of my eye. I looked. I see her doing the wiggle thing with the nose and kind of wiggling on it, and then she gets up and gets off the bed. So I said, okay, fine. I had just sat down, I mean, literally within a minute, if that. So I said, fine, before I start doing anything in the game, I'll sit back up, I'll hit the fucking recliner chair, I'll sit back up, we'll go outside, I'll let you out, we'll come back in, you'll get a drink, all that shit, and I'll sit on the edge of the bed, I'll grab you by the collar, I'll yank you the fuck up. Well, we did all that. So she gets back on the bed, I lift up the blanket, she scurries underneath it, makes a little fort under there and falls asleep. I go back to the chair and lean back, and I start playing. And keep in mind, I can see her out of the corner of the eye, so I know she hasn't gotten up, she hasn't done anything, she's freshly peed, she's all done all that. Well, a few hours later, whatever it is, I get up to go to bed. Now it's probably 6 in the morning. I haven't been sleeping right lately, so it was about 6 in the morning. Well, I noticed the cookie now laying. In fact, it's laying right where her head was. Like, imagine if you're laying in bed and your partner next to you is now a cookie up by the pillows. That's basically the placement. Exactly where you'd think it would be. Up by the pillows. Not on the pillows, but between the pillows and where the sheet, where the blanket, the under blanket, like if you have, I don't know if you have an under blanket, I assume you do, but whatever blanket would be on the bottom that you lay on, unless you got one of those sheets or something that goes from like for example, I have the sheet underneath, it's waterproof, thank God, that, you know, covers the entire bed. There's that sheet with the little parachute corners, all that shit. And I throw a blue blanket over top of it, just because. Well, the blue blanket comes up more than halfway, but not all the way to the top. So there's a little bit of a gap between where the pillows are and where the blue blanket ends, or starts rather. Well, the cookie's laying in between those two. So it's actually on the sheet. And I notice that the cookie itself has, I don't want to say spread, but the color has spread outward on the sheet. Like imagine a watercolor where you put like a lot of water and put a little bit of paint and it kind of just, yeah, I don't want to say dissipates, but it like spreads out. It was that kind of water color thing, but it was the color of the cookie, and it was all around the area of which the cookie laid. And I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I looked, it's not wet. She didn't full on pee. I did have a pissy smell to it. I don't know. See, that's the problem. I don't know. It had, well, actually no, it did. The blankets had a pissy smell, but the overall area, the cookie didn't have a pissy smell. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't think she peed. She didn't like full on pee. Okay. She didn't. It was, I don't know. This is what the mystery is. I don't know what happened. Well, I went to pick up the cookie and I realized as I put my fingers in it, it's no longer solid. It's basically, remember in the original X-Men when Senator Kelly, because if you remember, Magneto had that machine that could turn normal humans into mutants. Well, Senator Kelly turned into the water, and he was there, he was solid one minute, and he kind of turned into water, and just Storm was holding his hand, and all of a sudden he just kind of dissipated, and it was like the water just flowed on the floor. It was like that. Or it was like it was solid, but it was only solid in a non-disturbed state. And the minute I went to grab it, I like smeared it. And of course, I smelled all around. It didn't smell like pee. I looked on the edge of the blue blanket. There looked like there had been a couple drops of pee. But the sheet was not pissy. Honest to God, I do not know what took place. I don't know when it happened. I don't know exactly what happened. Essentially, what would have had to have happened? No, I don't know if it was the first cookie or the second cookie. No, it was. She didn't touch either of the cookies, so it had to have been. I think it actually may have been the second cookie. Not the cookie that hit her, but the one that landed next to her. She would have had to literally have gotten up, stood over it, squatted ever so slightly, went trickle, 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 and then started rubbing her nose on it. And I don't believe that's what happened. I know she rubbed her nose near it and was like, but she's done that before without the peeing. And again, it didn't smell pissy. The one blanket did smell a little pissy, but pissy, I don't even know if pissy is the right word. The problem is her breath stinks, so she may have been licking, because sometimes she'll just lay there and kind of just lick. I don't know what that's about. Like one day she was licking the pillow. She literally licked the entire pillow. I came over and the whole thing was wet, and I was like, what the fuck? So I just flipped it over. I mean, what the hell, you know? I mean, the amount of my sweat that's in the fucking thing anyway turned it yellow, so what's a little dog spit too, you know what I mean? So I've been under the assumption all day that she's pissed on this cookie.